Please welcome, as son of Ballina and the 46th President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Mary, I see the light. Hello, Mayo. It's great to be here with you all. And it's great to be back in Baltimore during your 300th anniversary.
That quickly became one of the most viral moments of Biden's presidency this past week as he was introduced on stage during a speech in Ireland and walked out to a song by the Celtic band Dropkick Murphys. Now, just compare that walkout to this. Yep, just a fun little clip showing where cool goes to die. But in all seriousness, this moment from Biden comes at a time when Republicans are accusing him of hurting America's reputation among our allies.
We've seen the Biden administration alienating our friends and allies and pushing them away.
Which might sound right if you only watch Fox and Newsmax all day, but back in the world of reality, we have these things called numbers where we can see whether or not that's true. Here are the attitudes of some of our key allies toward the United States by president, according to Pew Research. See if you can see a pattern. Yeah, those lines that you see dipping right after Trump was sworn in and then skyrocketing right after he left office, that's their confidence in America's president. But you might be thinking, sure, those are some of our key allies, but those are just a few countries. What about the others? Here's another chart from Pew Research showing America's favorability among citizens of Sweden, Belgium, the Netherlands, Germany, France, Italy, Canada, Spain, the UK, Australia, South Korea, Japan, and Greece. The red dots show their confidence in Trump when he was president, and the blue dot shows their confidence in Biden now. So yeah, I think you can see the pattern here. But hey, it's not all bad news for Trump. At least he had those authoritarian dictators who adored him. And that really was the entire theme of his foreign policy as president. Bash and alienate America's allies, coddle and praise dictators.
So I see that, and I just received a beautiful letter from Kim Jong-un, and I think the relationship is very well, but I appreciated the letter. I saw the information about the CIA with respect to his brother or half-brother, and I would tell him that would not happen under my auspices, that's for sure. I wouldn't let that happen under my auspices. But I just received a beautiful letter from Kim Jong-un. I can't show you the letter, obviously, but it was a very personal, very warm, very nice letter. I appreciate it. And I'll say it again. I think that North Korea has tremendous potential, and he'll be there. I think that North Korea, under his leadership, but North Korea, because of what it represents, the people are great, the land is great, the location is incredible between Russia, China, and South Korea. I think North Korea has tremendous potential, and the one that feels that more than anybody is Kim Jong-un. He gets it. And we go back and forth, and then we fell in love, okay? No, really. He wrote me beautiful letters, and they're great letters. We fell in love. But you know what? Now they'll say, Donald Trump said they fell in love. How horrible. How horrible is that? So unpresidential.
I'm going to give names and give me quick, short sentences, narratives, whatever comes to your mind. Putin.
Well, I'm going to have to go a little short, but I got along with him great.
Had I been president, he would have been much better off because he wouldn't have gone into Ukraine. But ultimately, he's going to take over all of Ukraine.
Xi.
A man I got along with him great until COVID came in. We would have been able to work together very well. I made an unbelievable deal for our farmers and manufacturers where China was giving us $50 billion a year to our farmers and our manufacturers.
Kim Jong-un.
Again, got along with him great. People don't want to hear that. A lot of people say, that's terrible to get along with him great. When somebody has nuclear weapons that can blow up the world, it's nice to get along. I got along with him great.
How smart is he? Could you tell?
Top of the line.
Top of the line.
Yeah, they're all top of the line. Our guy's not top of the line. Never was. These are top of the line people at the top of their game. President Xi is a brilliant man. If you went all over Hollywood to look for somebody to play the role of President Xi, you couldn't find it. There's nobody like that. The look, the brain, the whole thing. We had a great relationship.
Meanwhile, while Trump was trashing America's allies, he was literally laughed at the United Nations for this absurd lie.
Today I stand before the United Nations General Assembly to share the extraordinary progress we've made. In less than 2 years, my administration has accomplished more than almost any administration in the history of our country. America's so true. Didn't expect that reaction, but that's okay.
Here he is physically shoving the Prime Minister of Montenegro like a toddler so that he could be at the front of the crowd. And in case you forgot, some of America's closest allies were actually caught on a hot mic making fun of Trump for this embarrassing behavior. So yeah, when the Ted Cruzes of the world tell you that Biden is alienating our allies, all you have to do is compare him to his predecessor, and that should probably put things into perspective. But let's be clear here, Biden's own actions also stand on their own 2 feet as significant global accomplishments, regardless of how they compare with Trump's. He successfully rallied our allies against Russia in defense of Ukraine when everyone thought that the world would just roll over. He literally expanded NATO in a way that nobody previously thought possible with the addition of Finland and soon Sweden to the alliance. He directed the US to rejoin the Paris Climate Accords. When Trump took us out of the Paris Accords, we were one of only 2 countries in the entire world that weren't a part of the agreement. Then Syria joined, leaving the US as the only country in the world that wasn't part of the agreement. So yeah, the contrast is night and day. Trump was a global embarrassment. Biden is an experienced statesman who's doing the actual work to defend our democracy, the planet, and our international reputation. It is a perfect case study in how leadership matters. And as far as Biden's walkout song is concerned, well, it's pretty fucking cool. Before you go, a quick announcement. I've started a Spanish YouTube channel. Democrats desperately need to be able to appeal to Spanish-speaking audiences, so this is me doing my part. To help that channel get going in the algorithm so that we can finally start spreading our progressive message and breaking the conservative stranglehold on Spanish-speaking media, please subscribe and watch a few videos. The link to that channel, called Brian Tyler Cohen Espanol, is right here on this screen. And of course, to see more of my content in English, make sure to subscribe to this channel as well. The link is also right here on this screen. Thanks so much for watching.